I need a massage.
You and me both, buddy.
Oh, my back has been stiff for the last week and a half.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Stories from the Seventh Shard. I am your host, Animus. Thank you to my fellow moderator over at Moderate Politics for joining us tonight. I hope that you have fun. And you get to listen to my lovely voice as I try to actually do accents, even though I suck.
Oh, you're fine.
At least you're not me.
We love you, Yedrin. Anyway, tonight, after a long awaited journey, like year in the making, our agents of mayhem finally once again return to Apernaeus, journeying into the city on the water and delving back into the joy that they once knew. The Tournament of Harmony. When we last left our adventurers, they had just come off the traumatic experiences that came with taming the Green Wrath. Their various mental states battered, damaged, and they had taken to coping in what ways that they could. Rowan, after burying her friend Colby, sought the solace of herself and her family, being taken care of by an individual that she probably did not expect any care from after her last statement in Fandaniel, who mothered her for 3 days while simultaneously venturing out and retrieving Rowan's parents to take care of her for the rest of that time. Fionn and Dak both fell into the arms and care of their lovers, and one ventured deep into the studies of magic and of her purse to find some answer to what was happening in the world, whereas Lady Dequois took to gardening and kept her promise that she had made to Hamarut for the entire situation. Kato, in his usual way, took to gazing at the stars, and Workson buried himself within training. And Yedrin, being the ever-present sea dragon that she is, started to think about how to make a hoard at the bottom of her lake. We now resume with our party once again on their homestead. 2 weeks from the Green Wrath have occurred. Most of the individuals that were staying within the homestead have ventured away, and the party has 3 days before the start of, 2 days before the start of the tournament.
I thought we ended teleporting to Apernaeus.
I did not. I don't think we did, but yeah.
Pretty sure we did. Fionn said she'd be joining everyone after a brief trip to Ishgard to confirm.
Yeah, that's right. I rolled Fortitude to see if I got sick from teleporting. I did not.
Well, that is good. And since you did not get sick, Fionn, I'm going to go ahead and say you got confirmation before you went, so you can just go with everybody else.
Okay.
So, Opera, please get off my notes. I love you, but please get off my fucking notes.
TT.
Right on them.
That's exactly what Tesla does. He lays right in front of my keyboard.
There you go. Away with you.
Get in the kitty bed.
Kitty bed. Lay down. Okay. So, as you all arrive into Apernaeus, there is the sound of music and joy in the air. The smells that brought bring back memories of your first time here immediately fill your nostrils. The aroma of street vendors frying various bits of fish, shrimp, crab, squid, anything your little heart desires. Sweetness of gelato in the air, along with honeyed sweetened fruits and fruits and nuts start to hit you. And you can just hear the joy and happiness all around you. The bright pastel colors of the clothing drawing you in. People walking around with the ribbons that you remember from last time, marking who they're supporting. And as you look about the various buildings, you see banners flying everywhere with the monikers and logos of the various different teams and adventuring parties that have come to compete. You see your own flying off in the distance, fluttering gently in the breeze, before suddenly the clamor of music stops. And you start to see... Actually, roll a perception, everybody, if you don't mind.
29.
38.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yedrin!
Getting his
still
own
high-
way.
it's still higher than mine. What the hell?
The natural one for Yedrin! Oh!
So that's 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yedrin, it's really hard not to notice, but you're kind of like patting yourself
Not-
down, going, did I leave my guild purse at home?
Yeah, right.
Patting herself down, like, did I forget something? Like, just completely oblivious because of that thought.
Yeah.
The rest of... What's up?
Did I leave the stove on?
Under the water. In the lake.
Did I leave the stove on in the cave? No. Essentially, for the rest of you, there's a blinking moment, and then you all start to notice that the crowd starts to like jostle a little bit, and then suddenly everybody turns to you all at once, and there's one stomp of the foot, then another, and then a cheer, and then it says, "The Agents of Mayhem are here! The reigning champions!"
Oh
And
dear.
the crowd starts to swarm towards you
Ah,
as-
no.
Fly away, Dak.
as kids and adults alike like run up and basically just seem to jostle you here and there.
I'm gonna hide behind their legs, or I'm gonna hide in their legs. Protect me! I'm tiny.
Kato just pops out the shield, just starts using it like a riot shield, because that's basically what it is.
Well,
Quick, find Durza, use the skirt.
they're respectful enough to
Okay.
like, give you like they give
It's not
you like
that kind of swarming, got it.
They give you like a foot and a half.
Okay. I'm still backing up against the other guy's legs.
And you basically see like a lot of them are trying to get to Dak, and like, Lady Dequois, we love you, Lady Dequois.
I wasn't expecting this. I should have, but I wasn't.
I did tell you.
I know you did, but still.
You just hear, can I get an autograph?
Yeah.
Lady Fiona, you're an inspiration. It's like,
Oh, dear.
Dragon of the Sea! Dragon of the Sea! Does the sea please?
Fiona holds up her hands and says, Please give Dequois her space. She'll be signing autographs after the tournament.
I will. Just like looking up at Fiona, like, I will?
Roll
Like
it.
hell, she can sign him now.
Then you suddenly like hear from the crowd, "Agents, come try my gelato!" Like you just hear like people like shouting at you, like trying to get you to come to their restaurant.
Oh man, where's the tiny Lalafell Gelato Man?
Rook just thinks it's like, is this because of what we've already done, or where did the Green Wrath get around?
I'm pretty sure it's from last year.
Deck.
Yo.
We'll say.
Oh great.
Oh no!
Don't fail me now, Dice. Why'd you fail me,
They
Dice?
almost failed you.
Grief bomb.
Your echo comes off, and it's like, everybody's so happy. Oh.
Just freaking lights up like a lamp.
It's like everybody's just so excited to see me, and everybody's happy, and everything's good.
This is good. This is good. I like this.
Oh great, she's high on life.
Dude, for once. Come on.
There is a brief moment where you suddenly you get this happy, and it lasts for like a minute, and then there's this electric bolt that goes through you, and it's this awe and respect and fear.
Oh,
I don't like the fear. I don't want the fear.
And you start hearing this, like, these shush tones. Because nobody's ignoring this. Dak feels it strong. You all feel it as well. Like, you just feel this electric tremor
Tension.
go through you. And
Fuck, not this.
And you see the
Not now.
crowd just split open like the Red Sea.
Oh god, is it Fenrir?
Perception check down the path. Jesus, Dak!
What?
You rolled a 3 and got a 31!
No, I rolled a 10 and got a 31.
Is that works? Yeah, it works on 3.
Yes,
I
that was
was got a 12.
God damn. I'm sorry.
High roller.
That's fine.
Also technically 36.
Okay, so you all start looking
Like
down. You all
what
start
was he?
looking down the path, and you see two individuals walking towards you. Both of them are dressed, fully suited. Black suit. The one leading the way is an older male with white hair, stubble, and a scarred face. He's wearing just a black. He's got like a black suit jacket on, red tie, rolling down a white shirt. Very mafioso looking, but you recognize it immediately as Tyr.
Mm-hmm.
As he's coming by, and he's basically got these like Italian leather shoes on, and like every step is clicking audibly for everyone to hear. And then you look to his side, and there is a slightly taller, white-haired male. Looks to be half Elysian by the looks of it. Bright blue eyes, wearing a like the bartender's suit vest, the white shirt, little black bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize that immediately as Skull. As they walk up and they both bow to you, and they say, "You'll have to forgive them. They are, or rather, Tyr comes up and says, "You'll have to forgive them. They are rather excitable around this time."
I've noticed.
And you are.
Fion curtsies and shakes Tyr's hand, as well as giving Skull a tight hug.
I
Not a problem.
I see you've met my grandson, Zweet.
Indeed.
Um,
Few of us go quite a ways back.
He just nods a little. Says, "Good, good. Well then. As you all are now celebrities, I figured it would be courtesy for the reigning grand champion to show you the ropes and take you to your lodging.
But we haven't picked a place yet.
I'm sure you have. He winks at you.
Yeah, pretty sure we have.
Like there's any other choice.
Can't wait to have
It'd
a
be a pleasure,
stew.
thank you.
He kind of waves and he says, he calls out to the crowd and he says, "People of Upper Des! The agents of mayhem are currently under my watch for the time being. While this will not be the case next year, please excuse my rudeness from taking them from you. I'm sure there will be plenty of time to meet and greet and enjoy them during the tournament and after. Now please continue, enjoy the festivities. In fact," and he reaches down, throws up a gill purse into the air, and it just opens, and it begins raining gill as the bag just floats in the air as if by magic.
Make it hail!
Somebody hold Yedrin.
Like that's gonna help.
Yeah, really. Deck curtsies and thank you, Tyr. Lead the way, please.
He just starts walking. Just every step making that loud click as he walks through the street, and people just part for him.
No sense keeping him waiting. Fionn starts ahead.
Deck's following and is just enjoying the general feel she's getting of everyone being happy.
Fionn, Zui Skull, like, very quickly just wraps his hand up into yours, and you can feel it's actually his hand.
Yay!
So he just walks along, and Tyr, as he looks back, he goes, "So, what trouble have you all been cooking up since last time?
Oh, the usual.
I mean, you threw me a meal. Can't say I'm not grateful for that."
I hope you didn't get indigestion.
No, but I did break a few spirits.
Oh.
We prevented the end of the world.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm currently looking into the matter, but the Green Wrath was fused with something unusual, and had become more vengeful than ever.
It stripped the flesh off my fingers when I tried talking to it.
He just kind of like looks, and he's got this kind of like general, I have no idea what you're talking about look on his face.
Yeah. Let's see. Trauma. I almost died. More trauma.
Were you there when I exploded?
What?
No, but I think that was around the time that he got his meal.
Yeah, that was right after.
Yeah.
Workson made a rather
Hasty?
destructive deal with his own patron, and naturally suffered the consequences.
I see. Well, that is certainly something.
Yeah.
It's around this time you guys like walk down an alley, and then you can see like lining the buildings in basically a color coordinated row. You just see lines of individualized flags with symbols for each of you going and fluttering into different colors, and it's just like this entire row of buildings. So it's like 3 of this red dragon stretching out in front of a sun and blazoned in bright red, and then it goes into another one with a dragon beneath the waves. And then 3 down, you see the a platinum dragon with its arms crossed and a pair of spears behind it. Then you see this bright, like, astrologian globe kind of spinning, followed by this field of flowers entwined with the Gridanian serpents, and then finally a white wolf's head with a book behind it. Well, as you can see, that you've all become rather popular.
It was a surprise when Workson mentioned the banners.
I didn't think it was this extensive.
Well, when you show up out of nowhere, make a pretty clean sweep of the tournament, and, happen to be underdogs the entire time, people take notice. It's a good story.
Oh, here's hoping we can live up to the story at least.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
I hope the other
Though-
contestants haven't taken it so personally.
Oh, no one ever does. I will say, though, Lady Decroix, I had prepared for you this year.
Really? I thought you were just gonna grab me by the ankle again.
He reaches into his pocket, he pulls out, like, a handful of pebbles. Like, basically river stones, and, like, puts them back in his pocket.
Well, thank you. Now I'll prepare for that.
I didn't feel it was very polite of me to throw an entire palisade at you last year.
No, that hurt.
Mm.
I had a bruise for like a day.
You
You're
see
lucky
him,
it
like,
It's
look at
just
you.
a bruise.
You see him look at you, and you say, I had a bruise for a day. And he's just like, a day?
Yes, a day.
Really?
Yes. My magic was slightly tapped.
You're lucky it was just a bruise.
Yes, I know. I'm lucky they don't sharpen those.
I was
Otherwise,
tasting my lunch for the rest of the tournament. I would have been happy to just be let off the bruise.
I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry, dear.
Oh, it's fine.
I was looking to just win you, but, yeah.
Forgot your own strength?
Wasn't used to Elzen being so fragile considering, well, the other major example of Ishgardians in this sector is the Heavens Ward.
He just kind of goes, I don't think I could have held back much more.
Well, it's alright. I'm sure we'll all place further up in the tournament this time.
And you just see him smile. Meanwhile, Skull just kind of leans in and grabs you. He's like, I missed you.
Aw.
Theon smiles, wraps an arm around Skull, and kisses him on the lips. I missed you too, dear.
Mm-hmm. You're gone so often these days, and I don't get. Hang on. Sorry, like I said, I got sick earlier today, so I'm still
Mhm.
getting that coming out. He goes, it's just. Well, it's nice to have you when I can. It's better when I'm not, I don't think I really need to tell you.
And pray forgive me. I have been so deep in my studies. There's just been so much to process. But don't worry.
I know. Just let me take care of you while we're here, please.
Of course.
This is your time and the agency's time to rest, to have fun. Do that.
Of course. We will.
He laughs at you and he squeezes your hand. And he's like, I'm going to hold you to it. If I see you start doing spell studies while we're in the room, I am going to throw the book out the window.
Please don't, it's expensive.
You could bring it over to me and I'd keep it safe.
Yeah, I could give it to Agitar.
That too.
I don't think anyone would dare try to take it back in that case.
Let her eat it again.
Dax's just smiling. She's watching her favorite show right now.
Well, it's durable enough.
Just as you guys are continuing to walk and you're like finishing up this conversation, you hear someone yell out, "Lady Darksbane! Lady Darksbane! Master Hailstrom!"
What?
Rowan turns and looks.
And in front of it, you actually see the little Lalafell that like pushed gelato on you guys last year.
Yes!
And got stupid drunk. He's in front of his own stand. And the stand is now named Mayhem's Call.
Fuck!
And you can see that he's got a menu that's based off of all of you.
Man, we can kickbacks off this? No.
And he's just waving.
I feel like we should have been consulted at some point during this.
Maybe.
God, now you have the Martin Luther King Jr. from the Boondocks scene stuck in my head. I really should have people for this.
Oh my god, Ark, why'd you just remind me of that?
And he's just waving, like, excitedly. You can see he's, like, tried to grow a beard, but it's all spindly and wiry and, like, just not coming in evenly. He's let his hair grow out a little bit, too. You can see he's done well for himself, but he's just waving. He's like, come here.
Gelato! Yes!
Keelan waves
Guess
politely
it's-
and starts coming over.
What did you say, Ron?
Well, after hearing Dak's yes response in gelato, I'm like, okay, well, guess we're going over there now.
It's really good gelato, Rowan.
Okay.
Fenrir just kind of stops, looks, is like, whatever. Walks over with his hands in his pockets. And as you arrive, he's just looking at you all, and he is, wow. I didn't think I would run into you all again, and I definitely didn't think when I got you guys to try everything the first time that all this would happen. He's just smiling. He's got this big dumb grin.
Do you happen to have Rollenberry gelato?
Well, I've really expanded since last time. I still have gelato, but we do everything now. I mean,
Everything?
a little bit of everything, yeah.
Show me your wares.
And he points over at his menu, and like you can see, it's like literally the entire menu is basically dishes based off of you all, named after your stage names. So like you've got the Dragon of the Sea, which is this fiery ramen noodle sauce with prawns and squid inside of it, with very sharp spices. So it'll burn you while you're eating, but then it's very refreshing, and there's a lot of water on the back of it. You get Rowan's, and you see it's basically like I hate to do this one to you, Rowan, but it's called like the Red Tyrant, And it opens up, and it's literally basically this cabbage wrap that is wrapped in bacon with rice and hard-boiled, soft and hard-boiled eggs in it, spiced, served with a hard cider or beer of your choice. And then beneath that one is the Tyrant's Dream, which is basically a full English breakfast with 3 times the bacon.
That is a tyrant's dream, yes.
It's just a plate of bacon.
Just a plate of bacon.
And the plate is made of bacon.
It's just bacon wrapped in bacon, made into a burrito.
that is
with
deep.
bacon.
That is deep fried and then wrapped in bacon.
Deep fried in bacon fat.
You see Works's, and it's just called the Platinum Plate, and it's a 42-ounce sirloin T-bone tomahawk steak that's cooked in garlic butter and rosemary, served with Palm's puree and deep fried asparagus with a tarragon sauce.
Mm.
Then you've got the Cosmic Scholar for Kato, and it's a fluffy Japanese-style souffle pancake that has been opened up and turned into a pot pie, like a beef pot pie with a white gravy.
Hell yeah.
And then you've got the Lone Wolf, which is Fione's, which I don't think is going to surprise anybody. Dozen Mil au Gratin.
Oh yeah.
And then Dak has 3 to herself. There is the Kneecapitator, which is a eating challenge, and it's 7 baked potatoes that are stuffed to the brim with sour cream and cheese and chives and basically anything that is not meaty, but just loads and loads of starch. Then there's the Lover of Nature, which is basically, it's just a big, like, not Cobb salad, big iceberg salad with cranberries and pecans, sunflower seeds, roasted peppers, and carrots and tomatoes.
Just slap some green goddess dressing on there, just for the hell of it.
Just
Jesus
for the hell of
Christ.
it. And
Just haha, green
then
goddess.
the last one is Aperneus' Sweetheart, and it's a crepe, like a chocolate crepe that they've let harden, so it's like an ice cream cone, filled with pistachio, rollin' berry, and vanilla gelato, topped with whipped cream and sprinkled with hazelnuts.
Okay, that sounds good.
And he just kind of like smiles, and he just like walks down the menu, and like he looks at you all, and he goes, "Oh!" Pulls one of the crepes out and like hands it to Dak.
Yes.
And he goes, I wouldn't be here without you all.
Glad we helped in some way, I guess.
It's as good as you remember it.
Yes.
And he just looks at you all, and he says, "So, are you competing this year? Sometimes we get people that don't compete again."
Yeah, we are.
Good.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm definitely going to be rooting for you. And he winks at Rowan and Yedrin. Definitely be rooting for you too.
Adventuring is not a cheap profession.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also not a profession that doesn't pay well.
You'd be surprised.
How many jobs have you free recently?
Mm,
He just kind of
too many.
Well, if there's anything I can get for any of you all, please let me know. Please come visit. I would love to hear about what you all doing. He kind of laughs. And he goes, "Hey, Orkson, Kato,
Yeah.
He's
around in the house." He just pops a pair of beers, slams them down, lets the suds roll up top of the bottle.
Picks it up. Oh, here's the tournament, Kato.
Can I have a gelato instead?
Sure. It's like, sure, what kind do you want?
Takes Kato's beer and just kind of like just downs both of them.
Orkson!
He wasn't gonna drink it. Can't let good beer go to waste.
He goes, so I've got Roland Berry, I've got Seawolf Berry, I've got apricot and mango, pistachio, vanilla, chocolate, hazelnut, banana. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got kiwi. We've also got caramel peanut butter swirl, peanut butter by itself. We have a Dozamel Trax variant that we enjoy. We've also got Turtle Trax, butter pecan.
So many options.
He's very much pondering his decision at this point. Let's go with mango.
He goes, all right, and he flops a couple scoops into a crate for you, and it comes out and it's like electric orange when you get it.
As expected.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You didn't compete much last year, Master Hailstrom. You plan to change that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try some more.
Were you thinking about doing the popularity contest? I think you would do very well. Lots of people are very, very drawn to an attractive young row.
Just kind of does that bashful head scratch.
No.
Think you could give Dak here a run for her money?
I'll
Looks like Kato.
consider it.
Looks at Kato, looks at Dak. Eh.
Dak does the little felt fist in the hand, like.
Just see him laugh. Well, if you all have anything else, please feel free to stop by. I still do rounds every now and then, so if you want information, feel free to come by and ask. But most innkeepers and tavern masters will probably tell you more than I can.
Okay, thank you so much.
You just kind of
Indeed. Quite appreciated.
Thank you for
He's
stopping,
just
Tyr.
nibbling on his.
It is mango-tastic.
Yeah.
It's almost like biting straight into a mango, but it's sweetened and it coats the tongue. And it's a warm day in Apernaeus, and it's very refreshing. But unlike most ice cream and gelato, it's not filling. It's very airy, so it's just kind of like melting on your tongue as you lick it, to the point where it like dissipates, and you're like, oh, I want more. I want more. I want more. I want more. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's the matter, Echo?
You are not loving me.
Well, guess. What the hell? What happened?
I blew my candle out because Opera walked by it, was about to lay her tail
Oh my god, cat.
Oh my!
and she freaked out and jumped off and jumped onto Echo, and then Echo freaked out.
Oh, cats.
Oh man. Okay, so you were saying something to Tyr?
Thank you for stopping.
It just kind of goes, I've got nowhere else to be. I'm already signed up.
Shit, I gotta do
Probably
that.
gotta do that
I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Tyr's like,
It's like
He's like,
I ran off in excitement last year. I am holding on to that tradition.
At least find out where you're staying and make sure you have a room.
I already know where we're staying.
I know.
Give me a room.
Fine.
so Works runs off by himself.
Like a freaking comet. Just pew.
Works.
Oh god.
Perception.
Yep. I saw that coming.
Ran into
That
a
was
tree.
almost a one. Ah, my old nemesis.
Roll a reflex.
Oh Christ.
Yep, it's a tree.
Ow.
Watch out for that tree!
My old nemesis.
Take your works of the jungle into the George of the jungle.
Oh Christ, I rolled a one.
Natural
Oh
one.
fuck me.
Okay, Works.
You are too excited.
As you're running down the street, you're like, I'm packing up days. Everybody loves me. This is amazing. Basically, like, singing
love
to
them.
yourself. You suddenly turn a corner and you're like, huh, this area is quieter. And then you're still running and you turn another corner and you see two people standing right in front of you, maybe 5 feet away, and you can't slow down. And you just skid and slam into the back of one of them. And Works, I want you to roll a strength check.
What the?
Double one!
Oh.
All right. You know, I'm calling it night here. Good night, everybody.
You're actually lucky because higher would have been bad.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
And you just do, and it's basically you stop like that dude who drop kicked Arnold stopped dead. Like you just drop to your ass. And there's this silence, and then you look up and you see Raban turn around and look
Oh.
down at you.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, sorry about that. Couldn't. Raban, what is up?
He looks down at you and goes, "Who are you?"
Oh.
Oh.
Works End, otherwise known as the Platinum Dragon.
He goes, "You fought with the Walking Calamity last year."
Oh, fucking calamity.
The Sons of Calamity?
Yeah, I also helped take down Anima. You remember that one?
He kind of thinks, and he goes, "There was a lot of stuff going on right then, so no."
I was the one who fell from the sky, kind of pierced a giant hole in it.
We were kind of busy thinking about the giant fucking dragon.
I jumped off that giant fucking dragon.
Yeah.
But it's ringing a bell now. He kind of reaches down to help you up, and the next thing that you see is there's a man standing behind him. Strong looking, a very stoic face with red highlights through black hair, and bright yellow eyes on a hearer. And he just stares at you blankly.
Who's your friend?
Oh. Friend is a strong word. This is Lou of the Scions.
Ah. Just thinks to himself, don't mention Green Wrath, don't mention Green Wrath. Just kind of collects himself for a sec and, dusts himself off, kind of offs out of hand. Lou, nice to meet you. Works in.
He blinks for a second and looks at your hand, then slowly extends his and shakes.
Oh. Man, a few words.
Raban goes, he's mute.
Ah, apologies then. Sorry, I was in a rush to go sign up for the tourney and everything. Wanted to get it done while I was thinking about it.
Raban starts thinking for a moment. There's this look on his face where he's doing some mental math. He goes, right. Lou and I have just come from that. Shouldn't the rest of your group be with you?
Yeah, they like to see the sights more. I like to get this done while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll probably forget about it. The excitement kind of gets to you after a while.
Well, very well then. And he just kind of stands aside. If you don't mind, we were having a private conversation.
Of course. Hope maybe we'll see each other in the tournament.
Probably.
All right. Well, take care and best of luck to you guys.
Best of luck to you. And then as you start to head off again, he says, "Wear a cup."
That's very good advice.
It's just yeah, I should probably actually. I think no skills probably wouldn't help. I walk off, more kind of like a brisk walk, slow jog. Because the next person I run into might not be as friendly.
Okay, with everyone else, you have arrived at the Summer's Lullaby. On the front of it, you can see a very large banner that says "Welcome, welcome returning patrons and all guests of the Tournament of Harmony." And just as you walk through the door, I need everybody to make a perception check.
Ah, so close. Oh.
Kato's just too preoccupied with the fact that, oh hey, they actually gave it a name this year instead of just the Grand Tourney.
I had a name last year. People just call it the Grand Tourney.
I like how the three guys have all rolled ones.
Yeah, as you all walk inside, you're immediately greeted by the Summer's Lullaby being surprisingly full this year. You see a lot of merchants and various people of various stature and race, but for everyone but Kato and Rowan, the thing that immediately stands out to all of you is there's a table of a bunch of races that you've never seen with a Garlean sitting around them, laughing rather joyously, and he is very well dressed. And then directly behind them is a singular, large, very familiar looking man who looks pissed.
Does he recognize either of them?
I will need to have you roll a knowledge and ability for one of them, and a general knowledge for the other one.
Can I roll too, or can I assist?
I will let you roll the general knowledge check.
Okay. Yeah.
Theo, you don't recognize the second one.
Oh, intelligent.
Well, if Dax doing another, I might get 2 more.
No.
Yeah, 2 more. 17.
2 more. One moment while I pull it up. So, the Garlean looks like so.
Oh, they're cute.
Long black hair, eye in the middle of his head. He's wearing what appears to be like the regalia of a high-ranking Garlean. Just this winning smile on his face. For the other one, the man behind him
Oh yeah, he looked pissy.
Fiona, with Dak's assistance and kind of brainstorming, he recognizes this is somebody who was at the Green Wrath.
Oh.
And that he is Virillion, and above anything else, he was the most respected Virillion on the field that day.
Wolf.
He cute.
Yeah, he cute. They both cute.
Wonderful.
I like the
Royal
Virillion better.
family
Same.
and a Virillion.
Fiona.
Yeah?
You recognize the Garlean as Velwir Galvis.
Yeah, I checked in. She had looked that up in the past, as you had told me.
Yeah. So, you recognize him as essentially, if Xenos passes, and fuck. Why can't I remember his name?
Varus?
Yes. If Xenos and Varus pass, Vel
This
is
guy's next.
Vel's next in line.
Mm.
Vel is also Boudica's brother.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Oh my.
So he's sitting there and he's laughing, and as this conversation is going on, you see that he has a number of compatriots who are kind of smiling, and they're all looking at him with this look of, like, I would die for you at a moment's notice.
Does she see any magical effects on them?
You said you have a permanent arcane eye on now, right?
Arcane sight, but yes.
Arcane sight? No.
They
Interesting.
cute. Why everyone? Oh my god. I need them. I need to hug them. Fawns. Later.
Fun!
So, yes, you see that there is a Doman man with a katana dressed in sort of like this half Garlean, half Doman style. White-haired, like, he could be like Skull, like another Skull sibling for all that you can guess with the way he looks. You see a Lupin standing there, his fur almost blue in its coloration. And yes, he is dressed in a suit with samurai armor over it. And he looks very relaxed, and he's just kind of smiling. Then there is a blonde Garlean woman sitting off to the side, just kind of like leaning over onto her hands. Then, as you all said, a fawn in a blue tunic with a crown of flowers in her hair, and she's kind of braiding another one, like not even looking as the conversation continues on. And lastly, this rose-sized falcon man, complete with the bird head and a muscular body. Looks like this dude lifts every day, never skips a day. Cradling the daintiest little teacup you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, that's my jam.
And they're all just sitting there, and they're just laughing, they're cutting up, they're having a great time. They are, Dak, based on what your echo is telling you, they are some of the most legitimately happy people you've ever met in your life.
Aww.
And then you've got the dude behind them. Ball of blind fury.
Nope.
Well, that's a little surprise. As Fion quietly mentions to the others, that's Vorilian standing behind one of the Garlean royal family.
Well, they're sitting back to back.
Oh.
But yes.
Now it makes more sense.
You point this out to them, and you can see that the Garlean man has two people sitting beside him, and they're both as stone-faced as he is. The first one is an older gentleman in Alamedian robes.
You mean the Varillian, right?
Yes. He's an older gentleman in Alamedian robes. And the second one is a blonde woman with a great sword on her back and a short sword on her hip. Wearing an eye patch.
Ooh.
Go away, Ranjit. No one wants you here.
They all have what looks to be glasses of scotch in front of them. No ice, no nothing. And they are sitting there in silence.
Well, let's not stare.
Fion,
Yes?
how well would you know Alamegans?
Barely.
I will let you roll a knowledge nobility with a -10.
Woof.
Yeah, the whole Alamegan thing is... Wow, that was pretty cocked. 14.
14.
But yeah, Alamigo's history was more Cam's bailiwick, so...
Looking at him, you're kind of like, I should know this person from somewhere, just from your general studies. And the only thing that's triggering is like, those are Fist of Rauger robes.
So he's a monk.
That's about all that. That's about all that Fion gets out of that. It's like, this is a monk. This is an old monk.
Fion doesn't seem to pay it any mind. Just apparently a friend of the Voralian. Or at least someone with a similar hate boner for Garlemald. Could go either way.
Just as you all are walking in, the Garlean table, Fion, you know Vel kind of raises a hand to you and waves to all of you, and he says, "The Agents of Mayhem, how lovely to finally meet you. Please, join us. Our table may be full, but our hearts are not."
If you
Well, it's not awkward in a hurry.
we should probably get our rooms situated before we indulge
There's
in
suddenly
anything.
just a shout from the back room. "I've already got you handled, Dak!"
Thank you, Yarabi!
Well, I suppose that settles that.
There's suddenly another call and goes, "Miss Darkspan!" Just from the back.
Food's ready.
Your room has chocolate and bacon, plus a bubble bath.
Yes.
Which room number is that?
24B.
Nice.
I'm gonna go take a bath. Bye.
There's suddenly another call. We got a masseuse for you tonight as well.
Hot damn, she being taken care of.
Mr. Robbie.
Oh, I forgot how much I love this man.
There's just no competition here. Anyway, Fiona approaches the table and gives a deep curtsy.
And he holds up his hand. He says, "Please, there's no need for that. We're friends. Or I want to be friends.
We don't do that here.
But Boudica has told me so much about all of you."
Still,
Ah.
I'm not about to deprive you of the grace you deserve, Your Radiance.
He's just gonna go. Please, I'm a side branch at best.
Wait, Radiance, what?
Jack looks up at Fiona like, huh?
Title of the Garlean nobility.
Oh.
He just holds up a hand. Please don't think of me as such.
Alright.
I am here to have fun. I'm here to compete. As are my companions.
As are we.
Indeed, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the battlefield. And in some of the other competitions, too.
Mhm.
I've long wondered if the Dragon of the Sea is as good with her hands on a boat as she is at swimming.
We will
Just
see.
looks at Hunt.
Yeah, would we even know the events?
No.
No. Huh.
Not yet.
Voting, huh?
No, you haven't signed up yet.
No, we were going to get lodging first and then sign up.
Indeed, we had only just arrived, Lord Val. Is that alright?
If you have to, but I would prefer you just call me Val.
As you wish, Val.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, well, it's our first year competing, and we've heard a lot about this legendary Agents of Mayhem that came in and swept the place by storm. We'll see if we can replicate that.
Oh, it was dumb luck in some of our cases.
Considering how adorable you are, I don't think the popularity contest was dumb luck.
I barely won that. I'll have you know.
And based on the
Oh, no,
recording that they
that's-
made for the song, well earned.
You're recording
Let's
what?
not be so modest, Dak.
Yes, there's a few there's a few collector edition orchestrions. I think there's about 10 in existence right now.
Dak's face is now just red like a rolling berry.
You own Justic Glasses. We have really got to work on setting up intellectual property rights for all this.
He
I
looks,
didn't know they were recording.
he looks and he laughs. And he just says, "Well, I definitely look forward to it. And most of all," he turns and he says, friends behind us. Well, you can see them, and they, like, all three of them turn and they just glare, and they say, "Well, apologies for
Dion.
interrupting you all, but would you be so kind as, why don't we push our tables together so the rest can join us? There's not much other seating here."
So, Rowan kind of glances at that, and she looks a lot uncomfortable. She looks at the Varillion, and then she goes, I really am going to excuse myself and go to my room. When are we going to meet to go sign up for the tournament, if you don't mind my asking?
Maybe long enough for you to take a bath, maybe not the masseuse.
Rowan laughs. Goes, okay, I'll come down after the bath. I'll be back in a little while.
Take your time. I will happily handle the registry for you if you'd like.
Okay.
There's another call out that says, Lady Elissoir,
Yes?
Lady Daquas,
Yes.
your rooms are rooms 41A and 41B. I put you both in the Valetone suites.
Now it's Fiona's turn to start turning Roland Berry red.
They're just standing next to each other and they're just red-faced.
He also calls out, Lady Daquas,
Yes.
your companion, Lord Dole, has already checked in. He'll be there this evening. He has a few other things to take care of.
Thank you.
We took the liberty to get you a nice Roland Berry wine as well. Both of you.
Ooh.
Master Hellstrom,
Yes.
your room is 26B.
Alright,
Miss Hunt, you're 25A. And if one of you wants to tell him, Workson gets 14C.
You didn't let him know.
Jack just put the finger to her ear real quick for the link shell. Workson,
Yo,
your room's 14C.
kill. Thank you.
By the way, for the two Aras, we have tear-resistant sheets. They're both weighted.
Oh, waited.
Damn it. Click off the link shell. There you go. Now you have some hope for when you go.
I mean that was mostly out of character because like I slept with the weighted sheet before. It is magical.
Okay, then before I click it off, it's like weighted sheets and they're tear resistant.
Sweet.
It's at this point you see the Varillion does salute back to Fiona, mimicking it, as is the other one. The Alamegan does not. But you do note that they very politely get up and they push the tables together without a word. But then they sit at like the opposite end.
That makes sense.
You very much appreciate it. Fiona sits down.
Jack will sit down next to me.
There's suddenly, like, as you guys sit down, Fiona and Dak, roll a perception.
Whee!
-5.
Okay, that'd be 31. Oh my.
40?
31 with a 40.
Both of you suck.
As you sit down and you sort of relax, there is a brief moment where you're like, something's not quite right. And let's see here. You both are like, notice it just before it happens, but a pair of like faded out individuals put their thumbs just against like the edges of the traps, yeah, of your traps. Let me begin giving you a neck massage.
Please no, not right now, no. Please, thanks.
They just kind of like The one behind Dak just kind of like stops. Sorry.
Sorry, just I'm a little high strung and I need to relax first before something like that.
There's just a tick, and you see another one like standing there with an apron. Just kind of like looks at the guy who started, and was like, "There's like this nice herbal tea in front of you, just steaming up slowly."
Maybe after tea.
Thumbs up and walks away.
I love the house ninjas.
Can we get some for the homestead?
No.
Theo,
Not headhunting Roddy's staff.
none of the stuff that you had on would have helped. That was
Yeah, I know, that's...
pure stealth on their parts.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I rolled a fucking 5,
Wow.
and they still got a 32. So yeah. Do you shoot yours off as well, Fiona?
Yes, but politely.
He's like, oh. He actually breaks and he says something. He's like, gas. And then another one like comes by and like pops on the back of the head and puts a glass of iced tea down in front of Fiona.
Aw.
No need to fuss over me, so.
Dex
Broken
gonna
the
enjoy
sacred
her
covenant.
Do
Dex
what?
gonna enjoy her tea.
Guys, just like you have broken the sacred covenant.
Basic.
Next thing you know is Yedrin and Kato both have glasses of sweetened iced tea in front of them as well. Then Urabe comes out. He just kind of bows to everybody and he says, I can tell by the situation none of you are much in the mood to eat, considering just happened recently, and by what I can tell, you had a rather large meal before you left the homestead.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll take plenty of care of you while you're here. Seems you've gotten your echo a little more under control, Dakwa.
It sometimes flares up, but it's gotten a lot better. Thank you for your methods.
Yeah, it's just life. Sometimes we have to practice things.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, your rooms are comped, as they are when you're out here competing. Just continue to, well, let people know about the services here.
Of
Okay.
course.
And have fun. Is there anything that you all wish to me? Any news you want to know? Anything of that?
I would like to know the different things for the tourney this year, because we haven't signed up yet.
Ah, well, that's not too hard. A few of the other competitors are around and have passed that information around to me. Not to mention I've walked past the sign-up sheets a few times myself. So, tomorrow will be single combat and boat racing. For the next day, we will have team combat and archery. Day 3 will be the Grand Hunt and the Rogues Gallery as usual. Day 4 will be the cooking contest, and for the first time, an eating contest. And day 5 will be the Labyrinth. We've just the officials decided to make it a show this year. I guess they're trying to push it a little harder. And a popularity contest.
All right. Nice.
I do know the whereabouts of most of the competitors as well, if you have anyone you're interested in checking up on.
The Suns are usually a good bet.
Well, that one's relatively easy. The Suns actually arrived just after you did. You missed them by maybe 20 minutes.
Oh, we shouldn't have stopped at the gelato stand.
Well, I mean, they arrived at the.
It's
8th
quite
hour.
all right. We had their company for quite a few weeks.
Anyway, they and the Scions are over at the Porter's Perch over on the wealthier side of the docks. If you have anything to say to the Swords of the Departed, they're at Ossian's Rest. Likewise, the Midnight Haunt and the Bulls of Alamigo are over at Moon's Cradle. And as you can see, your Garlean counterparts are staying here with you, along with a few Varillians. Many of the other ones are kind of spotted about, no real other large groups to contend with. There is a bit of a strangeness about one of them, though. I can't really pin them down, sadly.
Oh?
Yes, there's a group calling themselves the Color Guard. They're wearing masks and they only go by their colors. There's black, gray, red, and white.
Oh, are they immune to your wiles?
One of them came in. He was actually very pleasant to talk to. He just said he had somewhere else to be and that he more or less wanted privacy. And, well, he could tell what my trick was and leave it at that, and decidedly thought it was a breach of his privacy.
I can see that.
Perfectly understandable. It does get disconcerting occasionally.
Well, I do my best to do nothing more than use it to better suit your needs. So, apologies. Opera. Come here. So, at that point, Urabe leaves and Vel goes, oh, that was interesting.